guys, or I guess it's the day after Christmas when you're watching this, but I will be packing up and heading back to Texas on what we call Boxing Day in Canada. I've learned that this is not a thing in the US. December 26th, Boxing Day, also a holiday for us in Canada. But anyways, I'll be heading back to Texas, but I will show you guys a little bit about my week at home. I was also going to take a little video last night when I got back to the trailer, but I was way too tired. I was having kind of a moment when I was out putting blankets on horses and it was getting dark and you can see all the stars in the sky here. It's just beautiful. And I was having this moment of sort of like reflection, and you know, I've not really been dealt the best hand of cards this year by life. Obviously I lost Chad, who was the love of my life. I lost my grandpa a few weeks ago, and actually last fall I lost my Opa, which is German for grandpa. So 3 of the most influential men in my life gone in a little over a year. And I've never really dealt well with processing loss. It's really hard for me to understand that someone can just be here and then they're gone. And obviously losing 3 of those men that I love so much is extremely difficult. So, you know, coming here was really scary for me, being really far from home and doing something very out of my comfort zone. But I was out there and I'm putting blankets on horses, and spending the day with horses is like what I love to do more than anything. And as I'm putting this blanket on, I'm kind of just thinking to myself, and this horse that I'm putting the blanket on just kind of reached around and was sniffing my head. And I just was like, you know what? I'm so grateful for this moment. I'm so blessed to be here, to be around these incredible animals, and they're so healing. And to just get to be here and be taking steps towards following my dream. And I think we just get so busy in our everyday lives that we kind of miss out on these little moments. So, you guys, I know like it's not always gonna be great, but it's always gonna be good. There is times that it's going to be wonderful, and just remember to be grateful for those moments and just slow down to take it all in, because you know you kind of blow right by them sometimes and miss out. So you know, remember today to be grateful, and even if it's a bad day, you know, be grateful for the day that we have and to be alive. There's always something to be grateful for. It's 4 a.m. I'm headed to the airport. Gonna be going home for Christmas. Ryan's driving me to the airport. It's about an hour drive. Really nice of her, because I didn't want to have to leave my truck at the terminal and pay a small fortune to keep it there for a week. So we're heading out. I don't think I'm awake yet. Just ran from one end of the airport to the other. Well, I made it home. I'm wearing my Christmas onesie. Yesterday was like the craziest day of traveling. I think I was supposed to, so I left Sunset, Texas at like 4 a.m. to drive to the airport. Ryan drove me, which was awesome, so I didn't have to leave my truck there. We drove to the airport. My flight was supposed to be at 6 a.m. It ended up being bumped to 7:30, and that caused me to miss my connection flight. So I was supposed to fly into Seattle and then Seattle to Kelowna, and I missed that second flight. So there was no other flight to Kelowna until 9:30 p.m. at night, and it was full. So what they did is they put me on a flight to Vancouver and then Vancouver to Kelowna, and I was very lucky to actually get in and landed, because it sounds like pretty much all the flights from the morning to Kelowna from Vancouver were canceled. So lots of people were trying to get on the flight that I was on, and my flight from Seattle to Vancouver was of course delayed as well. So I just about missed my next one. So I was really, really grateful that I actually got home. It ended up being like a 16-hour travel day instead of like 6 hours. But I got home, so yay.
My little shadow, I think she missed me. Yeah, following me everywhere. Yeah. Did you sleep on my bed last night? If you did.
Something kind of cool. When my Opa was alive, he was a farmer, and one of the things he had on his farm was honeybees. And they used to have the most amazing natural honey, and he swore by it. He would tell you that sugar is white poison, and he used honey for everything. So my Opa passed away a little over a year ago now, and probably the last 6 months or so of his life, he kind of stopped farming and slowed down. And so we haven't had any Kempf honey for a very long time, but my grandpa actually still had some at his house, and my mom brought it home, so kind of nostalgic.
Full of honey.
It's a hammer.
You guys helping? Like, no. You guys making your grandpa crazy? Yes.
Santa's here. Who wraps presents like this? Who? I think this elf is fired.
I'm really good at wrapping presents.
You gonna be okay now? The hangry's gonna go away?
Hi.
It's cold in Omak this morning.
A bit. What are you videoing me for?
Because you're panicking about where to park.
Shut your mouth.
Look what I found as soon as we walked in to the store. Are you excited? We found a unicorn. Oh my god.
You're such a dick.
Just believe it's a unicorn. Santa's found a unicorn. Cody.
Madeline! Well, that's basically what it is.
You said you needed a sweater.
Oh my god.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Like shit.
All the fields we go.
You running bag over there or what?
We're up $18.50 on a penny slot.
What a day.
$10.45 on this ticket. Cheesed and riced. What a day.
Cody's hangry. Oh no, he's mad. Oh no, Cody! It's not fun when you keep crashing into things. No, Cody! No, what was that? Good thing you don't drive your vehicle like that. Don't! Well, I'm just driving back home to BC. I drove down to Omak, Washington and met Cody for a couple nights. It's kind of in the middle for us. He lives like 6 hours from Kelowna where I live. So yeah, we just met in the middle, had a little early Christmas, and now I'm heading back home to have Christmas with my family. And yeah, short and sweet. Long distance relationships suck, but just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right?
Stop
Dad
down her
and
shirt.
Auntie
We
Patty
had the other day.
Oh, yeah.
wearing matching shirts.
Because I was yeah, we'll clean later. Yeah,
It's roulade, so
There's never enough food around here. Never. Christmas at the Kempfs. Just cleaning up the bottle.
that way it takes away the decision making. Exactly. Yeah. And then we go back.
Who put you in charge?
Me. Your mom put me in charge.
Put that in your coffee.
Because he's more booze for Oma.
I think
Every morning. You're gonna be a hit.
Whoa, Oma's gonna have a party.
No, we made a deal. I know, but I cannot have it.
No, I'm just gonna say no. We
now
made a
it's
deal.
done. I've done it
No,
now.
we made a deal.
I've done
No,
it
you
now.
have to.
No.
For Christmas, Tuna gets to come out of my room
Tuna.
and be wild and free in the house.
Sweet.
Merry
And you start
Christmas
afresh. Then we start
from Mom.
over.
She paid Molly's parking tickets.
Next is my cell phone one.
Mama Jane from Maddi. Okay. But if I win anything on it, it's yours.
And that's different.
So for Christmas, I asked Mom to pay for my tooth. I just opened it. And she also gave me 2 of my baby teeth.
I love it. Thank you.
Is that how you feel about your antlers?
Oh, look.
How do you feel about your antlers, Scarlett?
I have $50 off my first minor dent repair. Thank you, Al.
And you guys wonder why I'm a big kid. This lady raised me. Well, I'm heading over to go see my best friend Kyla. She's home for Christmas, and she's been living in Idaho. I've been in Washington and Texas, and whenever we're home, we never seem to line up the days right. So I haven't seen her in months, which I think for a lot of people is not really a big deal, but for her and I, we're usually inseparable, so I miss her. But anyway, heading over to go say hi with my Just Believe hat. Santa's riding a unicorn, obviously. I mean, like, how else would you wrap your best friend's Christmas present? Who parks like that? My best friend does. Yes, she's a keeper, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this park job. Blocks the whole driveway and half the road.
You know what? It was a long drive.
Jeez, look at the damn corns.
I know, but look at it. Shit's a rainbow.
She's pretty excited about her sack of shit.
I can't find yours.
Oh, good. Yeah, you're a winner. This park job.
What?
This park job, I tell you.
Shut up.
Guys, it's Christmas!
Let's cat dragon.
There she is.
Oh, what a greeting! Hi, Mama Dad! So, Christmas tradition, my favorite coffee. Mama Dad even remember? Hey, Kyla, who got you that onesie? Don't stop believing! I'm having second breakfast now.
Look at these losers
What? I'm sitting at the table.
You're just jealous that I didn't get you one.
wearing the same terrible clothes. I don't.
Well, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that you all had a really great Christmas or whatever it is that you celebrate and some good time with your family. I am still doing my 30-day gratitude challenge on my Instagram, and every day I'm nominating someone to play along and kind of share what they're grateful for that day. So I will continue to do that, and if you want to follow along, MaddiKempf, one word, is my Instagram account, name, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, go ahead and follow me on there, and do the gratitude challenge with me if you'd like. But thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you in a week.